We.
Jetpacks in Fortnite?
We don't care.
Yeah.
That's what you said when you walked through.
Y'all ready, boys? 3,
No, shut up!
2,
Nico, minis.
It's in my head, it's all in my head.
Shut up! Stop singing.
It's in
You
my
live, you live. You live up in,
people
It's
right
all
here.
in my head,
Wait on it, wait on it, wait
in my
on it.
head.
Shut up!
Shut up, you Nick.
Yes, sir.
You should have said yes,
Nice.
That's our teammate right there.
Yes, ma'am. Funny, because you're not funny. You have no act.
Bro, you have no dad, so shut up.
Wow, okay, kill it.
Oh, wow!
Wanna bully me? Bully, I can bully back too.
Hey, killer.
I used the wrist.
Killer, you don't really sound like a killer. You're kind of killing my mic from your awful voice.
Roasted! How do you feel?
Bro,
I don't
your dad killed you.
Kids on me. 2 kids with a hoverboard.
Come on. I'm getting high. Wait, not getting high. Stop.
No, they got hit.
I'm getting high. I can probably knock one.
Alright, I'm coming up. They're on
I'm
hoverboard.
dead. Sorry, I mean.
Hey, dude. At least my dad didn't, like, leave like your dad did. He didn't go like Goku when he saw your face.
I bet you he did. I bet you he did just to go blow his car up. Not to see you again, buddy. He's 6 feet under. I'll take a picture of you. If you want to keep her running your mouth, we can. And by the way, tell your mom I'm mean her at 12 tonight.
How about you shove a dildo up your mouth and rub it around?
Bro, we know you do that at night, but you need to stop talking about it because everybody's gonna start roasting you and I'm gonna laugh. I mean, you do
Stop making
it.
comments.
Nah,
Yeah.
he thinks he's...
Can you guys help us?
Hey, Toxic, you want to see a magic trick? Oh wait, yeah, you're too stupid to get the joke.
Help me, kill a hotline.
Coming to you guys quick. We had to fight a guy.
Who cares about kill can die right now. Let's kill him. Just right me. Kill her, just right me.
No, get on me!
Just to let you know, hey, killer.
We won't kill you. We won't kill you.
Hey, killer, you want to see a magic trick? Well, too bad your IQ rate can't even get it.
Me guys!
Bye,
Thanks for the guys, just sitting in the lake.
Killer! You're a killer of everyone's ears.
Bro, shut up! You're horrible at the game, buddy. Like, tell your mom to, like, give you respect or something, because you have none. Get out of my game, kid. Don't want to deal with you.
Get out of my game. You saw that, Nico?
President.
Hey, there's a med kit.
Did you kill them all?
Get a reboot card. I can't right now, hold on.
Put the truck down.
I need mats.
Can you get my card, please?
There you go. I dropped mats behind there, Obi.
I don't care about mats right now.
Oh yeah, Jacob, what a teammate.
I don't care if I die. If I die, it's all because of me. If I rescue him, I die, I'm a savage.
Let's go.
Ow. Oh, shit. Where is everyone?
Reboot.
Twitch, have you shot someone?
Reboot, just reboot.
Give me. Res me. Help me. Pray for me.
Get side cells, Nico. In the compound. People?
I need a gun. Wait, where?
Stole my kill, but you help me?
Go.
Have some mats,
I'll give you some after we get in circle.
There.
I need match too. Give me. Come on.
Really?
I get it for you.
Really?
Come here. It's fine. Come here. Come here.
Anybody got heals?
I have
Yo,
9 bandies.
I got match
Heals?
kit.
Thank you.
just cost you for
Bro, we cannot place second place again. This will not happen.
Thank you for bringing up my past.
Sorry, but we will not.
You're gonna combat right there.
We
Thank you.
will win this game. There.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. People skybasing!
Yep.
Skybasing!
Where?
I need mash. Anyone got some?
We can go to the base. We can go to the base and break it down.
I need mash. I
Where's
need mash.
that?
I know, but still, we don't want them skybasing.
Yeah, cause they can win the game.
I don't care if it's in storm. I'm breaking it down. No, we can wait. I think my combat can hit this. My combat can hit like some of this.
Fly up there, get on the ramp, and break it down.
Yep, I'm breaking it. I'm breaking it.
Nice. It's slow.
Got it.
Bye bye.
Guys, we're about to land on. Run down.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Come
There's another sky base. Go over to it.
People are gonna fall. They're falling. Nico, I have junk rifts.
I broke this one down.
Almost. Nice.
Get out of our face, brother. They're all falling down. They're all on me, all on me, all on me.
Knocked one.
Nice.
On me. Cracked him. I said on me, cracked him. Right up there, take off your
I'm dead.
Oh!
Let's go! You might finish me.
Guys on me, full squad on me.
It's one
Kill her!
one right here. Hey, shut up, Joe. You're the one that died first.
Conic.
He's rezzing right here, rezzing right here.
You're rushing.
He's rezzing. Oh, you said that. Oh no.
Shut up!
You're rushing.
Oh, killer got one.
It's a 4v1. And
No,
don't
it's
let
not.
him res.
There's two
Don't.
different squads.
Don't let him res, bro. He's over there rezzing. It's gonna be a 2v2v1.
Why do you have a great tack, bro?
I don't know, I grabbed it. There was a purple tack, but I accidentally grabbed this.
I have no match. I'm being shot from behind.
Oh, I thought that's why. I was like, why aren't you building?
That guy's sky-based again. I can just break it down.
How do you know? Nice. Okay, I got you, well.
GG, bro.
Nice tags!
Build up there. He's shooting.
Nice.
Come at him!
What?
20 damage.
Let's go, minis!
I need these mats.
I have to
Oh,
be
look
my
for my mats!
Get the tap. Get the legendary tap.
It's a 2v2, 2v2.
2v1.
It's a 1v1v1.
Are you
No,
sure?
it's a 2v1. Just kill not one person till he died.
And I knocked one too.
But then you got raised, so it 1v2.
Wait, it's the dude in the sky base!
Will.
Right there, see?
Up there. Break him
Wanna
down.
be
Break him
in
down.
this guy
Metal,
base.
he made it a metal.
No, right
oh
there.
my- No, it's up there, connected, see?
I would say
No!
go for it. Don't.
Ooh.
No, jump out!
Wait, what?
Wait,
Hello? How do I take fall damage from jumping off a zip line? Okay, buddy. Wait, how did I take fall damage?
I don't know.
Oh, it's because I jumped off the zip line and used my jetpack for like half a second. That's so dumb.
Cause Cause you aimed at him.
You kill by fighting all the time. You could have won. Sorry, kick and kill the ink.
Every time we play this, we get second place.
We need to play a game. We need to get a win.
We have to get number 1, not number 2.
You're number 2. Okay.
I know I am. I'm not part of either.
Yeah, you are.
Boom, bam, boom.
So it is a. See, I mean, game of boom, back, boom, bam,
I want to be
boom,
mine.
bam, boom, pow. Let's do it.
Bing, bam, bam. Actually, let's keep him in just in case Killer does something.
No, just do it so they don't fight.
Oh.
Yes. Say you want game of boy and get to
Ah.
1. Alright.
What if Killer gets toxic after he dies?
Well, we play trios.
You're right. Bing, bam,
Bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
bing, bam, bam, bop, bada, bam, boom.
Dead. Still doing something. Dying. Hello? Oh yay, I've been kicked. On it. Anything I can have to eat? Okay. Sawyer, get your shirt. Get all your shirts and stuff.
Okay. Wait 9 miles, we have 25.
making rice.
Do you know what fruit is the fruit? Oh my God. Do you know what fruit is that?
Hold on, Martha.
Oh, you try to talk over right and spoil.
Okay, what you asking? Yeah.
Do you know what kind of fruit is this?
I have no idea. Cassava?
No, it's a fruit. It's called mamey.
Komame?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it up in New York.
Yeah.
I say I never seen it around here.
Oh my God, look. I just squeeze here. I think it's still good. I will make it.
Okay.
I put some ice here to make it. You pick them up, right?
Picked him up?
Ice. 2 bottles of ice there. It's not there, but I put one more there. It's okay.
Oh, a bottle of water?
Yeah. I
Oh.
have to make ice to do it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Sorry.
good.
Yeah, no, I
think
didn't.
it's
I
still
didn't
good.
know that.
Yeah, I think it's still good.
Look at my freezer and see if there's some ice waters in
No,
there.
I put some there. Do I put one there? Yeah, I think so. I'll take it out. Put it here. This one. I told the woman that she should make sure that she give me a good one because sometimes they spoil very quick.
Where did you get it?
When you plant the
At a
tree,
store or at
no, on the
street
street.
market?
Yeah. When you plant a tree, it takes 10 years to bear fruit. Can you wait? Hell no, right?
I don't know. Not if I love it.
No, 10 years it will take to bear fruit. It's terrible.
Yeah. You know, I've never been to New York, so that's
One day we will go there one day.
yeah. It's like I see on the TV, on those vendors on the street.
Yeah.
Now, why do they do that?
The vendors on the street.
Yeah. Why is that a thing?
Because
That's typical of, like, in Los Angeles. Do you see that too?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The fire doesn't have to be hot. The pan doesn't have to be hot.
After that.
All right.
Yeah, no, there's no oil in it. I'm not frying it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in New York you see multicultural.
Okay.
And they bring, everybody brings whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be very cool. Yeah, I always see that.
Right,
On TV, they're on their way home from work and they stop and buy some fruit and flowers right off the street. So,
Yeah.
like,
Close to Trump Tower, there is a food truck there that sells food. And one day we were walking around, we see one big rat, like this cat.
oh yeah?
Oh my God! I took a picture. I don't know. I think it's on the phone. That is.
I think I might not want to see it.
A rat?
Yeah.
No, you won't see rat all the time. Now they are trying to eradicate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you
Imagine
see,
that's a tough
you
job.
will see a lot of towns in New York. A lot. I have one to put. I don't know what I did with it.
What's that, Mary?
The,
By the way,
oh, you took it?
I took your tomato, but I'm going to replace it.
No, you don't have to.
Well, I didn't think you were going to.
No. It's okay.
No,
You want it?
I gave it to Mom just for this afternoon.
Oh,
just for something to.
Mom told. Where did you put them in?
What are
Did
you
you take it?
No. Was it on it when you,
Yeah, I took it off for you.
just a minute ago?
Anyway, yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna put it there like that. I don't think it will fall or whatever. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's okay. Maybe I did it.
Well, yeah, no, I haven't touched it.
No, I did it. Don't worry.
Weird.
I saw it. Hey, Mom said, oh my God, just give me some delicious tomatoes. It's so delicious. And I think she chopped about 2 tomatoes.
No, it was. But I did what you did, which put this on the side and she
Very
would dip it.
delicious. Very
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she just always liked mayonnaise. I never thought of anything else.
Very
What am I
delicious.
looking for? Oh, pineapple.
It was so delicious. I was happy when I know that you did that for her. And she told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was glad that you did that. So you just put the butter, right?
Yeah, it's just butter. Just so it kind of sticks to the pan.
And this is baked beans.
Yeah, and pineapple. She loves pineapple with ham.
You're going to put hot dogs in it?
No, ham.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to put it in it. I'm just going to cut it up.
Okay.
And, you know, I just realized it's crushed pineapple.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right.
She will eat it. It's good. Mom loves those things, right?
Yeah.
You try for her. You try your best to make sure that, you know. Even though your sister thinks that you just.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's starter. Yeah, so I
She
think
came
it
with
dawned
that
on me why
story. I don't know
it
why.
dawned on me why she came, because this Monday she started being at work.
Oh, this new food.
Not all the time, but just basically just going to be able to
I don't like what she did yesterday. I don't like it.
the implication.
The way she described how mom ate whatever she brought, you know? It's not. That's why I comfort her. I said, Mom is not hungry. I can assure you 100% she's not hungry. She might have
Did she
taken
say
away.
anything to that? Like, no, I wasn't implying she was, or nothing.
I said she wasn't hungry. I can assure her that mom is not hungry.
And she didn't say anything?
No, she didn't say anything. She's not hungry. There's something like she doesn't want whatever you have for her. It doesn't matter how many things you say you have, she doesn't want it. And you can force her sometimes, you just have to leave her alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
When she comes back with this thing as if mom has never eaten, then she eat it, licking her hand and her fingers and all kind of stuff.
Did she,
Exaggeration.
did she actually want on that much? She
No, she didn't talk to me. I didn't even go there. Yeah, she came with a story. I don't know what kind of story she was telling me about her house. And she wrote, it was nice.
I wish she had.
She should have bought mom's house. She was the one who should have bought the house. That's all. She should have bought the house. No, she wanted his way.
Yeah.
And mom needs money to take care of herself, right?
Absolutely.
And you have money there, you don't want to touch the money. She has money. No, I think she's saving money for Nick or you or whoever.
She's saving it for, no, it's going to be divided.
The money?
It's going to be divided by 4 kids.
No, half his money.
Or half his money. I don't know what she'll do with it.
She will give it to the police bag.
It won't be Nicholas because,
Did you hear what I said?
yeah, policeman.
Where did I get that?
I have no idea.
I'm just joking. You know that I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm not stupid, you know.
A unique person. You know that I have been here, I don't know how long I have been in this house. And it's just today. I don't know why I was just standing here. And this caught my attention.
Oh, yeah?
And I have never seen that before, and I read it through to the bottom.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
my brother Dennis.
Yeah. But I thought he was slim. He wasn't slim.
Brian?
Yeah, I seen a picture of him that he is slim somewhere.
Yeah. But well-built guy. But, you know, those are healthier days you're looking at.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah. Just waiting for Michelle to text me back. I said, text me when you're home and I'll bring Rye over. Sawyer over. She's driving out here, I don't know. They say they were going to give me Thursday or Friday off or anything?
I'm scheduled right through the whole week. Right through Sunday.
You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve.
But it's gonna die down pretty soon.
You're gonna die very soon?
No, the job's going to,
It's gonna slow way down.
after
pretty
summer,
soon.
you know, all these restaurants aren't going to be burning through clouds. It's all the tourists eating the seafood.
Yeah, yeah,
And then the locals don't even go out once winter hits. It's too cold.
yeah.
I have a lot of time off pretty soon. Unfortunately. Boy, Al didn't even show up this morning. He's sick as a dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, food poisoning.
What do you suppose it is? What are they saying?
He says it's food poisoning. He ate a cheeseburger at the Hilltop, which I think is...
Where's the hilltop? Out in the whole valley?
I don't
This is
know.
on fire?
I'm using it, yeah.
There's fire there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
The only Hilltop I knew was...
Oh, down there by Friendship Street. The hilltop.
Where?
Down on Industrial Ave. The bar.
In Westwood?
Yeah, the hilltop. It's a seedy bar.
You're not going to give all this to me?
No, I just put it all in a bowl. No.
It's not there anymore because it's called the noodle something. It's Oriental because I deliver there. He said he ate a cheeseburger at the Hilltop. He said that's what it was. And then he took half of it home and ate it the next night. He was sick as a dog.
No.
It was just me. I had to do pork chuck mystic and tag days down week before.
Boy, the cars were pouring out of there today. You know, the summer people who were renting down there for the...
Oh, yeah.
Because I took 78 to the Dr. Sam's, which said it was open and it was not.
I can't even imagine Anthony James is doing much tonight.
We should get up at 5.
Okay, I'm gonna set my next table.
Okay.
That's a pretty low-key place. I mean, across the street engine room is...
What, the license to pay?
Well, S&P is unbelievable, and even engine room. Boy, they're always packed with a lot of stuff.
Well, S&P is more tourist,
Yeah.
and Anthony J's is more local.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they still get tourists, of course.
I mean, we deliver there every day, but nothing compared to engine room and S&P.
I'm not impressed with the engine room.
Never been there.
Well,
It's always packed.
of course you haven't been there.
That Oyster House and Treehouse, they do a lot of business.
Well, they're written up in the Times and everything.
Who's that Oriental woman that kind of runs the kitchen.
I don't know.
I mean, she's nice to me because she looks like she really means business. That's where Sean works.
Yeah. Yeah, you must have saw Brandon. He said Brandon.
Oh yeah?
No, nothing of any significance.
This is for him, right?
I just said, told him the place, yes, the place is that, you know, you have to go upstairs, and he said, yeah, I saw Sean Tripp.
Yeah.
You know, that was it. But Sean helps you, doesn't he?
Yeah, if he's going by, he'll grab some.
Yeah.
And this is true?
Yeah, you can put that in the bowl down.
Let me take a spoon. She's gonna need a spoon and a fork, right?
Yeah, I would do it that way. I was just sitting down waiting for Brian, trying to show up back here, so I'm gonna get the room and I'm gonna get them home. Tomorrow, and I leave you, I won't do the thing. So I'm gonna do that, so.
Oh, I'm not giving her everything, right?
No, because she might eat it all. I don't think that would be good. Is that warm enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good? It's warm.
Okay. No. Okay, this juice I bought, this Apple E Tropical Punch, it's organic,
Uh-huh.
delicious.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think I'm gonna lean toward that for.
Put them in there, I'll come back for it. Alright? Okay. Or if you want to come, you can come.
Great. You know, the chunks.
Okay, that's one of the whole.
Come here. I just heard from your mom. She's gonna call me in a few minutes. She's gonna bring Rye home, or get Rye or something.
What?
Just telling Sawyer that his mom's gotta
Get Rye?
get Rye or pick up Rye or something.
Yeah, because you said 8 o'clock.
She picking her up.
Oh,
Can I have that back?
the what?
Back.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can eat, Nick.
That's for me. What I like with that.
That's all you were giving to mom, right?
Thought you
Huh?
wanted to be an athlete.
Yeah. Want some pineapple? Ask Sawyer if he would like a piece of cooked ham. It's kind of bad, but it's ready, so I'm giving it to you. Grab a fork, please. Hey Sawyer, you want a piece of cooked ham?
You want a piece of cooked ham?
What do you say?
No, then.
You know, if you get a little piece, I can get wild.
Put a pull up.
So you want PC?
Best thing you could be giving him a little the doggy is rice.
Well, I'm not gonna cook rice.
Want me to start your dinner?
Sure.
That the designation Category 5 hurricane exists?
Just go to WTNH.com.
The person. With this town a 24/7 hustle, you need a vehicle that works as hard as you do. Protecting the Ford Labor Day sale. Time to save on hard-working trucks and SUVs. With smart tech to power your 9 to 5. And driver assist features to help get the job done.
Did you treat the dog yet? Mom, that makes me
Get a new Ford annual service and financing for 6 months. Or lease one is $179 a month. See details at buyfordtown.com. You look out? Nope. I'm gonna have to check for a wire.
Well, good thing I won my second best prop.
Why don't you let the cops handle it?
Unless
someone else have all the fun?
What happened?
You try almost everything to relieve chronic nasal congestion and facial pain or pressure. Are you going to It may be nasal pollen. Finally, there's Exhance. The only FDA-approved nasal spray that uses your nose. So when you blow into Exhance, your breath helps deliver medicine deep in the nose to the source of the problem. Exhance treats nasal polyps and significantly improves nasal congestion to help you get back in your element.
In clinical trials, Xtand significantly improved nasal congestion and reduced nasal polyps, but for most, they were not completely eliminated. Xtand may cause nasal problems such as nosebleeds, crusting, sores, pulmonary and COPD. Eye problems such as cataract and glaucoma may occur. Xtand may increase the risk of infections. Other side effects may include redness, finger swelling in the nose or throat, congestion, and headache.
Experience the difference. Ask your ENT or allergist about Xtand.
But you're not worried about what
Why can't you eat it without toast?
It's almost 6 o'clock. I don't want to eat it. So.
you're thinking about how you're moving in the neighborhood, but
I'm asking why you can't eat eggs and frosted eggs on one.
Toast with it.
well,
What do you need then?
just stay close to
I don't have any more.
Cox Home
Kind of a
Monitor and manage your package with internet for $649.99 per month.
Put your finger here. Was hard. I haven't given it the neck. You're unbelievable, Mike. You're probably like musical. You really
I
do.
just like to have a nice supper once in a while. Hey, that's just me.
You know what?
Conversation like news aid on Facebook.
Go elsewhere then. I don't care.
Enjoy a sale for today. Labor Day sales are in full swing. Use a Laura package for $16 with a wicked what to buy this year and what to win.
Hey, you're the one who can't eat it without toast. You can eat spaghetti without French bread.
Yeah.
Right, before I came here, all you ate was ham sandwiches.
Love to ask
You
for
can't
it.
expect sales this year than previous because every year just gets more competitive and retailers need to really stand out if they want to make a mark.
Experts don't see a big change in the Labor Day discounting from last year, with some attributing it to retailers fearing rising wholesale prices as the tariff battle is trying to escalate. One thing to avoid during your shopping this weekend? Tech items like big screen TVs and the Amazon Echo will get much better discounts during Black Friday in November. Another item to avoid, iPhones. With a new product rollout expected this fall, all the existing models are likely to get a price cut. Clothing is really the big one to look out for. In fact, last year, 45% of sales were clothing. Look for sales right now at places like Athleta, Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic. I'm Researcher Dollar, Laura Hutchinson, News 8. Great advice. Let's head out to the roads now. The traffic teammates 80 Salerno, 80.
Well, good evening. Traffic's still slow on 95 southbound from Brantford as you head out towards New Haven. And then stop and go traffic will continue in Fairfield County between Bridgeport and Norwalk, basically between exits 25 and 13 to go to see stop and go volume. Over on 84 through Hartford, that looks to be a pretty good ride. We don't see any delays or moving the speed limit. And then over on 91 northbound between Trumbull Street and Jennings Road, that's a nice smooth ride. Remember, roads a little bit wet, just tough caution. Back to you in the studio.
Outside right now, it's a little bit ominous looking in spots. We've got some low level fear in the atmosphere. Actually pumping the tornado warning out across Long Island over the last hour. So yeah, very close to severe weather in Connecticut. So interesting clouds to look out there. One mark at 74 degrees. There's one bird, just have the sun out. Now the clouds have filled back in a little bit. They're looking. We've got some showers and thunderstorms not far from you at the moment. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s. And 2 points are up a little bit on this Labor Day as well. So, western part of the state, 91 out of west, the sun has come back out. But it's the eastern part of the state that we've got these showers and thunderstorms that are rolling through right now. Downpours, this one cell up here in Massachusetts, can't see if there's a warning on that or not, surprisingly not. There's one cell right on 95 as you move on over into Creighton, Madison. This one here, in around Colchester, downpouring. Again, these little cells here, you can probably get the downpour but you could also get a strong burst of wind out of a couple of these there. So there's no warnings on them, but all these are packing a punch, and that's the case as you move on over to the first put in the last half hours and go over through under the gun. You got it now sprayed as well, heading over the Griswold playing field on the 395 corridor, and that next match that's coming across into northern Wyndham County. All right, Makesport's got to come in here this evening. So this one round will move out of the way, hopefully without any severe weather. Sun out for a little while this evening. We have that fun with you planned, and then another batch of showers and thunderstorms as we go through, say, 8, 9, 10 o'clock this evening. Scattered in nature. All right, this is stalled in nature. It is just not moving, spinning around. Fascinating to look at, but just catastrophic damage across the northern Bahamas here. So we're going to see Dorian start to make a move, but very slowly. Still a Category 4, stationary at the moment. And its movement is going to begin to be to the north and stay on the Florida coast. Tremendous battery on the Florida coast. Then right up to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina coast. This may very well not make landfall until around Myrtle Beach or Wilmington, North Carolina, as we go on for around Thursday. So, for us, it looks like it scoots out to the south and east and just missed it. There it is, winding its way on up off the Florida coast, and then you know, just pounding onto the South Carolina, North Carolina coast, and then out south and east of Connecticut, Cape Cod and the islands, they really feel like hit from it. And we can get a few showers and a gusty wind from it sometime on Friday. Now, if the showers and thunderstorms around this evening, and then, well, we start back to work in school tomorrow with summer again. Temperatures up near 80. Wednesday's going to be a warm, humid day as well with a late day thunderstorm as the next front comes on in. Once this front comes on through, cooler, this front will actually help push Dorian out to sea. So this up, great. Thursday, much cooler, 8-day forecast. You can see the cool and the showers on Friday. That's northwest fringes of Dorian. And right now it looks like the weekend, really good shape.
Now, thanks, Joe. Looking for a fun adventure? Coming up next at 5:30, find out how you can get a closer look at Connecticut's historic lighthouses. Coming up at 11:06, Hurricane Dorian is the least ancient instance in the U.S. for the latest on its tracker. A 3-day static hurricane hidden away in New Haven tonight. Newsday talks to the boys on about what happened. Tour Big Force, a group of Connecticut police officers get ready to pedal for a great cause. Those stories and more tonight at 6.
Introducing a new style of orthopedic hospital, where every detail is designed by doctors and inspired by patients. More advanced procedures mean better results. Specialists are handpicked for their experience, and more personalized care gets you moving forward faster. Because with care makes such a big difference in your life. No detail is too small. The Connecticut Orthopedic Institute at Mid-State Medical Center. The doctors are in the details. Go ahead. The water pump and well water company reminds you whether your system is old and needs an upgrade or is any age and just needs service. We're here. Rocco and Hayes, the water pump and well water company. Water is our only business.
Humera patients, you inspire us. The way you triumph over adversity and live your lives. That's why we redesigned Humera. We wanted to make the experience better for you. Now there's less pain immediately following injection. We've reduced the size of the needle and removed the citrate buffers. Advent has the same effectiveness we know and trust. Humera citrate-free is you. A little change can make a big difference. Humera can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and mutilation in heart barrier. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, or proto-infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humera if you have an infection. Ask your doctor about Humera citrate-free. Here's to you.
When people make mistakes, getting to you or a loved one, it can be overwhelming. There are bills. There's uncertainty and there's confusion. You may not know where to turn. To us, give us a call and we'll be by your side until that happens.
You know, I'll take a flight package. Oh, thank you. I don't normally do this, but I had a couple of extra bucks, and I played one of those scratch tickets.
Play the Connecticut lottery. It doesn't take much to live big.
At Chips, friends and family are exactly who you are.
We pride ourselves on offering homemade food and a variety of gourmet dishes. And we're proud to offer healthy choices in food options. When you come to Chips, you can hop over family. Connecticut Families on News 8 is sponsored by Chips Family Restaurant.
Looking for a fall outing that's fun for everyone from children to seniors? Music Sarah Cody takes us to New London for a scenic trip that's become extremely popular in today's Connecticut Families Report.
Head down the Thames River.
Not Thames Actually, London. It's not a river at all. It's an estuary of Long Island Sound.
For an enlightening trip.
Now, the history of lighthouses goes way back.
That's all about being fast and curious.
This is the lighthouse sites tour.
When Crosstown Ferry's high-speed vessel isn't shuttling passengers to Long Island, it's utilized for 2 tours.
Stop here is going to be New London Lighthouse.
This one shows off 9 beacons.
The nature of the vessel allows us to be able to get all those lighthouses and other historic points in within 2 hours.
Off to your starboard side.
We get an incredible view of a submarine.
Well, we lucked out today, didn't we?
Before cruising by North Dumpling Island,
The people at North
You look like she's getting better.
owned by inventor Dean Kamen.
Then it was a motel
She
there.
will start
Local RLT
showing up for
these waters.
falling full again.
The Free States of the Union.
Elusive Fisher's Island in New York to Watch Hill in Rhode Island.
Take a look at that breakwater going up to the White House.
Home to an icon.
Singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. That is her house at the top of that rock pile there.
A popular spot to see, right next to the legendary Ocean House. Now, Race Rock is a particularly stunning lighthouse, but it's situated on a dangerous bed of rocks, actually the site of many shipwrecks. So this tour aboard a secure large ferry actually gives visitors a somewhat rare up-close view.
The boat is very nimble. We can get up close. We can make a complete 360-degree spin. Everybody gets an ample opportunity to photograph and see these lighthouses.
Tours run through the end of October.
And as we get into the fall, you will be able to see the changing foliage along the Connecticut, Rhode Island coastlines, and the Long Island coastlines. It's a whole different perspective.
Relax and learn.
I loved it. It was really awesome to learn all about the different lighthouses up here. I love all the history of the New England.
Waterloo Plain is the oldest cast iron lighthouse still in service in the First Coast Guard District.
And appreciate the architecture of the sea.
They're part of our maritime history. It's a beautiful trip.
With Connecticut Families,
It's really fun.
Sarah Cody, News 8.
Live. News 8 at 6 starts now.
Hurricane Dorian batters the Bahamas as the southeastern U.S. waits to see where it will go next. And unlike outbursts today around the state, are we out of the woods yet? Good evening, I'm Lisa Carver in Escaloff tonight. Dorian is a long way from Connecticut, but the biggest hurricane ever in the Atlantic is hard to ignore. Behind me is the view from outer space. Dorian steamrolled the Bahamas. The big question is, where does it go next? Meanwhile, our weather continues to be a little shaky. Let's check in with storm teammate meteorologist Joe Fury and your local forecast first, Joe.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, today we're talking about on the edge of severe weather. Matter of fact, we just had a tornado warning over the last hour on Long Island. New Haven right now, you got a shower go through, gone. Middletown, same idea. The sky is coming back for the western half of the state at the moment. But there's some more showers and thunderstorms to come in. We're fortunate we weren't warmer today, so the instability situation not as bad as it could have been, and therefore the storms not as bad as they could have been, but they're still back in a pretty good place. 91 out in the west, not much going on at the moment, but the eastern part of the state, Guilford, you're raining pretty good. That's the case as you work your way on up Colchester, Salem, and there's plenty of heavies out here. Griswold, Spring, and some more action going on up into Windham County. So, the idea is scattered shower thunderstorm this evening. Otherwise, for some of you having the barbecue or whatever, you should be okay. And then we're back to work in school tomorrow with summer, 80-degree weather, and a little bit on the humid side. All right, going stalled over Grand Bahama, not moving, feeder vans into Florida right now, pounding surf into the Florida coast, winds at 145 miles per hour. This storm is going to stay offshore of Florida, but pounding the coast, and then working its way on up, and probably not hitting land until maybe Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, North Carolina, as a Category 2. So a little weekend as it moves on up. Tremendous beach erosion, storm surge, lots of rain from Florida, eastern Georgia, and into the Carolinas. Where does it go from here? Any effect on us? That means a forecast. Come on.
All right, thanks, Joe. In the Bahamas, Dorian is tearing apart homes and causing devastating flooding. There are 5 reported deaths. Dorian hit the Abaco Islands as the strongest Atlantic hurricane on record. Take a listen to one man whose home is surrounded by water.
This is the water vibrating back door glass. That's painfully bringing it back. That has to be about 20 to 25 above sea level. So, this is what I'm facing at the moment.
Florida, people are taking no chances. This is Vero Beach, where people are boarding up and putting hurricane shelters on homes and businesses. There are mandatory evacuations for millions of people in counties all along Florida's east coast. In Jacksonville Beach, Florida, patients are being transported out of hospitals to major facilities that are in areas less likely to flood. In South Carolina, evacuations also underway. State troopers reversing traffic on I-26 today. Now, the flow of getting people out of the coast, all the counties on the South Carolina coast are under mandatory evacuation orders. It's the same situation on the Georgia coast as well.
You at home, right?
At noon, the mandatory evacuation will be in effect for those who are in fire. And I would like to ask everyone to heed those warnings, especially those who are on our barrier islands. You may be on your own if first responders are unable to get
Instead, new state app for breaking weather alerts on Hurricane Dorian as it moves closer to the U.S. Well, today marks the unofficial end of summer, and despite the rain, people were soaking up the last bit of the holiday weekend. So, on the highways right now, as everybody heads home, News 8 Bob Wilson overlooking I-91 in Hartford tonight. Bob, how's the traffic out there?
Well, Lisa, as you look at it right now, there's some fast-moving clouds out there. You get 91 southbound, wet, but no jams at all. Very smooth flowing, very light traffic. We try to catch up with people going to the beach, barbecuing. They just weren't out there because of the rain, but hopefully people coming home from work.
Coming from Manchester, it wasn't like traffic. It was pretty good today.
So it's kind of a nice rainy day to work.
Yes, wasn't bad at all.
And the storms at times are pretty thick, heavy rain, so keep that in mind as you are out there on the road. You can still be a little bit slippery, hard to see if you are out there somehow barbecuing indoors. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live from Hartford, News 8.
All right, so far this holiday weekend, state police have responded to more than 5,700 calls for service. There have been 363 accidents. One was fatal. Troopers have handed out 447 speeding tickets and made 43 drug driving arrests. New Haven police looking for help solving a hit-and-run that seriously injured a 3-year-old boy. Police say on Saturday around 6 p.m. a woman drove onto the sidewalk on Cassia Street at a group of women she'd been arguing with. That's when the boy was hit. The boy's name is Abraham Bronco, according to his aunt. He's still in the ICU, recovering from a number of broken bones. News 8 spoke with the boy's aunt.
It's unfathomable that even if someone had excused someone to use that amount of force with a vehicle, it was very intentional, it was very deliberate.
Anyone with information is asked to call New Haven police. Now to a News 8 exclusive. A deadly shooting in New Haven back in May remains unsolved. The victim's 5-year-old nephew was riding in the car at the time of the shooting. Some family is seeking justice.
News 8's Mario Lewis spoke with relatives of the victim and joins us live with this story. Mario.
Well, this is a case that has stumped police, and it's left the family of the victim, Jordan Agnew, riveted with fear, and they are asking, they're pleading with the public to come forward with any information to help police solve this case. Jordan Agnew was shot to death in May, right in front of his 5-year-old nephew.
I have my baby tighter since this happened.
His family anguishing over the murder and living in fear while the killer remains loose months later.
I have not slept a full night through since this happened.
Janae Vanderberg is Agnew's sister.
It's a family still grieving. It's a mother that's still mourning. It's a father that's still mourning.
The family speaking publicly for the first time exclusively to News 8 in hopes someone will drop a dime to New Haven police and give up the murderer.
Please, just tie yourself in. It's children that will never see their father again.
The 28-year-old was a father of 3. He was driving his nephew to school that fateful morning when the killer pulled alongside him near Blanket Osborne in Beaver Hills and sprayed his car with bullets. The nephew was unhurt physically, but must undergo intensive therapy to heal mental trauma.
I truly believe that he was targeted, and this all came about of jealousy.
Detectives not releasing a motive, but cops do say the investigation remains active. The family pleaded for an arrest.
Go back to that day. Open that case file back up.
Now, we have been in touch with New Haven police. They do tell me, again, this case remains very active. They are working the case, but they do need the public's help. They are asking for anyone who has information to please come forward. We are live tonight from New Haven. I'm Mario Lewis.
Hartford is making a big play to host a 2020 presidential debate. The Hartford Foundation for Public Giving is committing $1 million to secure the selection of the city. As host for one of the 4 presidential or 2 vice presidential debates next year, Hartford is among 6 U.S. cities that are finalists. And speaking of debates, News 8 and the Hartford Courier will host a Hartford mayoral primary debate Thursday night between Democratic candidates Mayor Luke Berman, former Mayor Eddie Perez, and State Representative Brandon McGee. You can see the debate right here on News 8 at 7 p.m. Thursday night. Starting Labor Day on the right foot. Next up, News 8 at 6, another huge turnout at the New Haven road race.
You're watching News 8 at 6 with Ian Nyberg, Scott McDonald, John Grusin, and meteorologist Joe Fury.
It's almost over, and now you just finish the highlight over the weekend. This is your last chance to save big on all the new 2019, and to make your summer better than ever. The Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance.
Now lease a Tucson for $139 a month, or get 0% APR for up to 72 months on the Tucson and Santa Fe. Hurry, offers end. Now go big at home with big savings on Samsung TVs and PC Richard & Son. Right now, save up to 30% on Samsung Premium Television. Get the 75-inch Samsung 4K Ultra HD TV for just $9.99. Plus, get 24-month special financing on all Samsung TVs, $9.99 and up. Free game day delivery and wall installation up to $200. So go big with Samsung. Get to PC Richard & Son.
Before you head out to see the weekend, do your part to highlight the road stage.
Put your phone down and take the pledge to wait to test.
All make this holiday weekend a little safer.
For more information, go to WCNH.com.
Wow.
This Labor Day, everyone's excited about Chevrolet. Oh, wow. They're all really cool cars.
I love it. I can't stop staring at it.
Ride out the summer in a new Chevrolet this Labor Day.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $750 on most 2019 Equinox models. And during the Labor Day sales event, get no monthly payments for 90 days. The Labor Day sales event ends September 3rd.
With this town a 24/7 hustle, you need a vehicle that works as hard as you do. Presenting the Ford Labor Day sales event. Time to save on our hard-working trucks and SUVs. With Smart Tech to power your 9 to 5.
and driver assist features to help get the job done. It's Labor Day, America. You deserve a breakthrough. Get a new Ford Escape with 0% financing for 60 months. Or lease one for just $169 a month. See details at buyfordnow.com.
On the go, watch Good Morning Connecticut live on your phone.
Thousands of runners making their way to the Elms 33rd 42nd Annual Baxton Law and Haven Road Race. In addition to the 20-kilometer national championship, there is a half marathon, a 5K, and a kids fun run. A little something for everyone.
We grew up in New Haven, so if you go through all the neighborhoods, and I love going through all the different neighborhoods, and everybody comes out, and everyone's spraying you with water and cheering you on.
How hard is it to run a 5K?
Kind of fun.
But you're going to do it just fine today, right?
Yes.
Way to go. News 8's Gil Simmons there, he is, and Alyssa Taglio were out there running the 5K. We have more on the race runners. Our running stars coming up later in sports. Up next on News 8 at 6, the latest on the path of Hurricane Dorian. Joe.
Listen, we've got a shower thunderstorm situation going on in parts of eastern Connecticut. Central western part doing okay, but there's more coming on in. We'll talk about the showers and thunderstorms now. Summer to get back to work and school. And where's Dorian going? 8-day forecast coming up.
We're celebrating the end of summer in Connecticut on the farm. The story coming up.
My friends, after 97 years in business, this is the last and final Labor Day ever for Americana Furniture. That's kind of sad, but kind of good, because from now through Labor Day, we're slashing prices on all fine furniture, all mattress sets, and more. Discounts above and beyond our already ridiculously low going out of business prices. Area rugs from the finest meeting centers around the world are 70% off. This is the last and final Labor Day ever for Americana Furniture, going out of business after 97 years.
Good Morning Connecticut has expanded. Now get the local news at the right time for you.
I really think that the expansion gives us an opportunity to give everyone what they really need at the time slot that's convenient for them.
Watch Good Morning Connecticut starting at 4 a.m.
One's busted. Only option is replacement. Get scratched.
Unnecessary repairs don't fly outside a repair shop. They shouldn't fly inside one. My team, doing car fitter right.
I'm Attorney John Hayden. Sunday, join us at the CT United Drive, Connecticut's largest annual 9/11 trip. See you there and ride safe.
Two Wheels on the Road, sponsored by Damon Law. Visit DamonLaw.com.
Really? Hi guys.
We like the rain.
It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year End event. Hit the bottom line with the last by 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Road and Altima. Hurry for model year end savings on our full line. Now, get a low $199 per month lease or save up to $2,000 on the 2019 Nissan Road. The stories that impact you updated all day long. Follow News 8 on Twitter.
Alright, Storm 2-8 coaching meteorologist Joe here now with your full forecast. You're a busy guy tonight.
Lisa, yeah, it's just been fascinating to watch Dorian, but at the same time, I know people are underneath that. It's just hard to comprehend. Outside of us, we're lucky this afternoon that we did not end up with something worse.
Absolutely.
We did not warm up a whole lot today. This is, well, yes, the wildfires, the wildflowers. Yeah, you know what I would see? I thought the wildflowers in Wallingford. See, I'll say that 5 times fast. See how you do. The rain coming down on the wildflowers in Wallingford. And of course, yeah, getting a little bit of rain is always a good thing. Getting severe weather is not. Of course, Dorian is the big story right now, but our story today is one of being very close to severe weather. We had a tornado warning on Long Island a couple of hours ago. If we had been sunnier and hotter today, some of these storms that have been coming through this afternoon may have been doing a little bit of rotation and causing some wind damage. So at the moment, it doesn't appear that's the case, but the sky, well, ominous looking to say the least. Long warm at 75 now. So temperatures, 70s, some 60s in the hilltops. A little more humid today, but pretty good breeze out there. Pretty rough go out in the Long Island Sound today as well. And these showers and thunder showers moving out of eastern Connecticut in the next 20 minutes to a half an hour. Sun is back out across parts of western Connecticut, so yeah, if you got the outdoor plans this evening, for most part you're going to be okay, but the main front's still got to come through, so that means there can still be a scattered shower, thunder shower right through midnight. North Madison, on over into Lebanon, Sprague, Plainfield, Griswold, on over into Stanley, you got some action going on, and you guys up here in parts of northern Windham County getting some action as well. So this front's got to come through. That's why there'll be the scattered shower, thunder shower in the forecast through midnight. But again, a lot of the time, it's not doing anything. This isn't doing anything, unfortunately. It's not moving. So it's just spinning around right there to the northeast of Freeport and the Bahamas, throwing in tremendous amounts of water in terms of the feeder band rains and the gusty winds, and of course the pounding of the surf on the Florida coast there. Also, you look at that expansive eye. And it's, well, still category 4, 140 mile per hour winds, 145. And it's just amazing that the technology and computer models today can figure out that this doesn't want to keep on coming into Florida, and it's going to take a track onto the north. So it's stalled now, about to make its move onto the north, paralleling the Florida coast. Doesn't mean they're out of the woods by any means. Lots of heavy rain, storm surge, beach erosion. So yeah, a problem, but not as big a problem as it could be, and that'll be the case for Georgia, South Carolina. Category 2 as it approaches Myrtle Beach in Wilmington, North Carolina, to see if it hits land there, and then moves out to the south and east of New England later on this week. So there's the pass, just going along, getting close to the coast, coming in there. But again, that's a battery of the coast all the way from Florida to the Carolinas. And then for us, a little brushing. And the reason why it goes out like that, a cold front that will come down from the northwest. This one is the one that comes through this evening. The second one is going to be the one that comes on through as we go on into later Wednesday. So back to work in school with, yeah, a real summer feel for tomorrow and Wednesday. Bring this front through. We get a whole lot cooler as we go on from the end of the week. Upper 60s, low 70s on Thursday. And probably some showers and windy northwest fringe effects from Dorian. And right now it looks like we're in great shape for the weekend.
All right, thank you. Today marks the unofficial end of summer. And in Suffield, they are having some fun on the farm. News 8's Susie Hunter checked it out.
It's a day of old-fashioned fun on the farm.
To promote nature and agriculture and love of the land.
Hilltop Farm in Suffield has hosted Farm Fest on Labor Day for 16 years. This year, about 2,500 people flocked to the farm for the unofficial last day of summer. The goal is to encourage kids to appreciate all that farms have to offer.
It's really our mission to promote education and awareness of the world around us, nature. If it weren't for the farmers, there would be no food. If it weren't for the farmers, we would really have nothing.
Families getting reacquainted with nature, uncomplicated and unplugged. With tons to see, touch, and play with for all ages.
It's very encouraging to see families working together and having fun, being outside, doing things that are creative and that really don't require a whole lot but imagination.
She says it's an opportunity they're happy to offer. In Suffield, Susie Hunter, News 8.
We've heard of the Tour de France, but what about the Tour de Force? We'll show you what it's all about next in sports.
Connecticut's EPA reassesses tax and smart money tips. Now 24/7 at GetSass.com.
Get a jump start on your fall over with the Labor Day sale at Raymore Flanagan. Everything's on sale, up to 25% off living, dining, and bedrooms. Plus, test before you rest and find your perfect mattress. And you'll get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases. All with no interest financing for 72 months and equal payments. Let us deliver in 3 days or less, so you'll be free to redecorate. Get these amazing deals before you're gone. Shop now at Raymore and Flanagan. All right, so this is how it's going to go down. You are going to say, you'll get the best deal of the year at Xfinity. And you even get this. Mike, you're on the loop. Sarah, you're going to high-five everybody. Ben's going to be wild with your dance moves.
Don't miss the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year. That's simple, easy, awesome. It's an amazing deal on the ultimate experience. It's the best deal of the year. You'll get huge savings with a free speed upgrade for a year at $100 back. And ask about even more savings with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit the store today.
This is how we do the summertime, summertime.
Labor Day is here, and summer is almost over. And that means so is the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance. This is your last chance to save big on all remaining 2019. And to make your summer better than ever. The Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance.
Now, get an Elantra for $119 a month, or lease a Sonata for $129 a month. Hurry, offers end 9/3.
At Marvin, we make more than just windows and doors. We make fresh breezes and night lights, relaxing retreats, open invitations, and peace of mind. At Marvin, we make windows and doors inspired by how you live, so you're inspired to live well.
Get breaking news push alerts. Download the News 8 app today.
It's the biggest Labor Day mattress sale ever at PC Richards Center. Save up to $700 off Tipper heating, up to $1,000 off Stearns & Foster. Free next day delivery with any mattress purchase $4.99 and up. Only at PC Richards Center. Get saving.
Good morning, Connecticut. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful morning. Wake up with Good Morning Connecticut. Get prepared for what's ahead. If you're heading downtown, be careful for the construction zone because the best part of the day is right in front of you.
Watch News 8 Newsflash streaming live on the News 8 app and WTNH.com.
Nothing like sitting in the rain for almost 2 hours in Hollywood for a game to start. The Yankee fans have been today at the stadium, and so far they haven't had much to cheer about. The Texas Rangers are in town and they have a lead. It's a 2-0 lead in the 5th inning when Jose Trevino takes Marcelo to knock the deep right over the wall, drawing into just 3 hits. Right now that's the score, 2-0 in the 8th. Well, Fortnite. They beat the Washington Nationals Cavs. They had 2-0 in the 4th inning, and Jeff McNeil is over flat 15 until that. A 2-run homer in the 17th scores at New York. Davis adds a couple more in the inning with a 2-run double. That's win. That's all the score. This morning, we were 5K for the men, Boston's Matthew Carroll. 5K chance for the women, Sia Sybil Shapiro. In the 20K race for the men, 30-year-old Leonard Career comes in first on the blue side. 20K Garrett Hall, last down Arizona, the Pens. Friday night get on the place at Yankee Stadium and start coloring for Fenway Park. It's part of a nationwide event that helps raise money for the families of police officers killed in the line soon.
It's just a big family. Take care of yourself.
A little after 7 this morning, 6 men jumped on their bikes in Waterford to get ready for something they've been training for since the spring, the Tour de Force.
There were 7 New York City police officers that rode from the Pentagon to Ground Zero. That was in 2002. We've been having holding this event every year since then. It's from 250 riders from around the country.
35 of those cyclists are from Connecticut, doing what they do best. Helping others.
Many of us are either police officers, active, retired, friends of police officers, family members. So we get a very big group. So we're getting together with other people that have similar interests in trying to help and support those that were, lost doing the job that we've done for so long. It's very meaningful for us. So it's a no-brainer. After being involved in law enforcement for 28 years, I kind of it's just something you want to do.
Last year, these guys from southeastern Connecticut raised more than $100,000. The grueling ride from New York to Boston can really test these riders, but they try to keep it all in perspective.
You know, when you're actually out there riding and you're struggling, maybe going up a good incline, and you just think back, say, hey, somebody died. That's what I'm raising this money for. So it gives you that little bit of that extra push to get you up to the top of that hill, to get you keep you going.
So these guys have been at it since late spring, getting ready for this event happening this week. Great group of guys. Best of luck. And you can still talk to the burgers.
Wonderful story. Thanks a lot, Eric. All right, last look at the weather.
Okay, you can see at the moment most of the state is waiting for you. The sun is coming back out a little bit, so if you have some outdoor plans this evening, the weather is going to cooperate for the most part, although don't be surprised if another winter shower shows up at some point. And, well, Boeing is not going to show up here. You can thank the cold front that's coming through here later on Wednesday, yes, because that is going to bring northwest flow and push going out to the south and east as we go up to the end of the week. We can get some fringe showers and a gusty wind from it, but no big impact here.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight at 6. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 and 11. Have a great evening.
Did you know you can play Keno at bars all across Connecticut?
Excuse me? You can also play in convenience stores all over the state. Just look at this sign.
Don't forget about restaurants. We got Keno too. So start your Keno experience right now.
In this kind of 24/7 hustle, you need a vehicle that works as hard as you do. Presenting the Ford Labor Day sales event. Time to save on our hard-working trucks and SUVs. With Smart Tech to power your 9 to 5. And driver assist features to help get the job done. It's Labor Day, America. You deserve a break. Get a new Ford Edge with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for just $179 a month. See details at 54.5.com. Can you go now?
No, I'm gonna have to check for a wire.
Well, it's a good thing I won my second best prop.
Why don't you let the cops handle it?
Let someone else have all the fun?
Stuff down coming to ABC.
Colonial Toyota would like to thank all of our customers for making us the #1 volume Toyota dealership in the state of Connecticut. Thank you. Come to Colonial Toyota, Route 1 Milford, or see us at colonialtoyotacp.com. Because at Colonial, you get a better deal, you get a better dealership.
It's time to save big at PC Richard & Son. Up to 40% off Samsung appliance top deals. Plus, 18-month special financing. Buy a 4-piece kitchen package, get an additional 10% off. And 24-month special financing. Buy any Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Get a $100 PC Richard & Son gift card. Plus, with free next day delivery, you can buy today and enjoy your new Samsung appliances tomorrow. Get to PC Richard & Son and get safe.
Have you been diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, also known as OCD? Is your current OCD medication not quite working? You may qualify for a research study of an investigational medication for OCD or other research. There's no cost to participate, and compensation may be provided. Please call us at 1-855-OCD-YEA. That's 1-855-OCD-YEA.
Cracker Barrel makes every meal one to remember. With favorites like Sunday homestyle chicken now available every day. And our new sweet and smoky homestyle chicken BLT for $8.99. Come on home to Scratch Menu. Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
Want your trash bags? Call one.
Find out the ultra of rice.
I wish.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong. Costs less than Black Force Flex or sold head-to-head.
Before you head out this Labor Day weekend, do your part to keep Connecticut women safe.
Put your phone down and take the pledge to wait to text.
Together, we can all make this holiday weekend a little safer.
For more information, go to WTNH.com.
Tonight, bracing for Hurricane Dorian, the death toll rising. The devastating images are already coming in, the deadly strike. The hurricane churning for more than 24 hours over the Bahamas. Homes wiped away, gusts reaching more than 220 miles an hour. Authorities there saying, pray for us. And now tonight, where does Dorian go next? Dangerously close to Florida, will it hug the coast? Will it make landfall in the U.S. as it heads north?
Evacuation orders for millions. Meteorologist Ginger Z and Rob Marciano with the new track and the new concerns as we head into the night. The other major story tonight, the horror on board a boat just off the coast. A massive fire and explosion on board a diving boat. Passengers on an excursion. Fire erupting in the middle of the night, passengers sleeping, the crew jumping in the ocean. Several bodies discovered, more than 24 passengers unaccounted for. And tonight we are learning there were 3 groups celebrating birthdays. Another deadly mass shooting in America tonight. New reporting at this hour, at least 20 different crime scenes in Texas. The gunman fired from his job 15 minutes beforehand. His boss calling authorities to warn them. And it turns out the gunman called the FBI 2 minutes before the rampage. Carjacking and killing a postal worker, among others, a 17-month-old baby hit by shrapnel and survived. Also tonight, actor Kevin Hart and the major car accident, what authorities have now revealed. The West Point cadet and the deadly accident, the cliff that gave way in the Northeast. And the Labor Day parade called off. Explosives found outside a home.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening. It's great to be with you on this Labor Day holiday. We are here tonight because there are several major stories. That horrific scene, the deadly boat explosion, the mass shooting this weekend, and of course, we are tracking Hurricane Dorian. Where will this massive hurricane go next? Tonight, hovering dangerously close to Florida. At this hour, it is churning just 100 miles off the coast. A major Category 4 hurricane, winds of 145 miles an hour as we come on the air. Dorian already landing a devastating blow in the Bahamas, hammering the islands relentlessly for more than 24 hours. As a Category 5 hurricane there, it was merciless. The images now coming in of the horrific destruction in its wake after the wind, of course, the floodwater surging in. Tens of thousands of homes damaged or destroyed tonight. At least 5 people have died. That toll growing. Tonight, where does this monster hurricane go next? And the models at this hour that show it coming very close to the coast and how just a small shift in the coming hours could be devastating. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z is live in Jupiter Beach, Florida tonight with the newest track and the timing for us. Ginger?
David, it is so hard to imagine that that beast that is about 100 miles to my east-southeast has been stationary for the last 2 hours. It's only moved 16 miles since 7 a.m. this morning, but it will start its path north-northwest tonight. It'll start tonight, it'll go through tomorrow, and that's what that track shows. So it remains offshore, but remember, a hurricane is not a point. It is a wider thing than that. 45 miles outside of the center, you can feel hurricane force winds. So all the way up through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, we're going to be talking about this through the end of this week. Let's talk about why, though. A lot of people are asking, how and when is it going to move? Because it hasn't. Well, you've been blocked by this ridge of high pressure and another one actually over the south. But you see on this water vapor imagery, that trough is going to help kick it to the north and eventually east. It'll work kind of like a gear, that high pressure system, and start to slide it up the coast and away from the U.S. So that's what we're looking for. It eventually makes its way up to Canada. But in the meantime, you don't have to have it hit you to have wind gusts of up to near 70 miles per hour, like we will here tomorrow afternoon. Jupiter close to 70, Vero Beach 58. Look at the northern part, Daytona at 50, and those hurricane watches go all the way up to South Carolina. You can also see 4 to 7 feet of storm surge, David.
And just to reiterate, Ginger, this is not about landfall. You will feel the effects of this along the East Coast.
You will. Absolutely will. Rainfall, especially up in South and North Carolina, too.
All right, we'll track it all week with you, Ginger. Thank you. It, of course, was a horrific scene in the Bahamas, a Category 5 hurricane churning for hours, just really sitting there. Homes wiped away, no power tonight, devastation everywhere below. ABC's Marcus Moore was right there with our team.
Tonight in the Bahamas, life-saving storm surge sweeping across the island nation.
This is very deep water.
This storm came ashore on the Arizona Islands on Sunday. With Category 5 hurricane force winds gusting of 225 miles per hour. Cars and entire homes submerged for more than 24 hours straight.
You can see what it's doing here, and off in the distance, those waves crashing against the pier.
Our team is moving inside for safety.
I don't know how well you can see it, but I want you to listen to the wind and the howl of the wind as it goes by. We've seen large pieces of debris flying in the other direction. All right, and it looks like we've just lost power.
The storm soon destroying our equipment. Authorities warning residents still on their road.
failure to use hammers to break through the attic if necessary. FBI passed over one mother pleading for prayers live on Facebook.
Everyone, please pray for us, please. Please, my baby's only 4 months old. Please pray for us. People trying to make it to
Oh God, her baby got swept away.
houses, but some people, the water just took them.
The roof ripped off of her apartment building. She was sheltering again with other families.
This don't be a safe place we could be right now.
On Grand Bahama Island this morning, John Ford and his family waiting to get to his neighbor's two-story home.
We're getting a lot of distress calls. Person will be rescued. Needs to be rescued. We'll be set up and sheltered right now.
And we're feeling a catastrophic damage in New Orleans.
What's left of it? Unreal.
Tonight, reports that as many as 13,000 homes are damaged or destroyed, and her grandmother is now grieving over the loss of her grandson. The death toll now at least 5 and 30 survive.
Hey Marcus, we're reporting you now on the phone from the Bahamas. And Marcus, I know you and the team were hunkered down during this hurricane, but as we so often see when the hurricane is right over you and you have his eye over you, there's often a brief moment when you can go outside, a brief break before the second half of that hurricane comes in. You went outside and you could actually hear screams.
Yeah, David, we heard those screams and looked off in the distance and saw 4 people at a house that was surrounded by the storm surge, the water rushing by, and our booker, Scott Shulman, ran towards them and told them to swim. And when they got out of that water, it was 3 women, 2 teenage girls and a woman and a man. They swam across and made it. And they are thankful to be alive tonight. And it really was a race against time because the eye was moving across the area and we knew any moment that the acute storm would return.
All right, Marcus, we're just glad that you and Scott and the entire team there are okay and that that family is okay as well. This is why authorities tonight are saying remain vigilant when it comes to the track of this hurricane. A slight change could spell real trouble here at home. Tonight, more than 2 million Americans are under mandatory evacuations from Florida all the way up to North Carolina. This is from South Carolina Lake today. All lanes of Interstate 26 right there actually heading in the same direction away from the shore. Thousands of flights canceled up and down the coast. Operations halted at this hour at 11 Florida airports. The Orlando airport, the main one there, shuts down tomorrow. ABC's Gio Benitez is in New Smyrna Beach tonight.
Tonight, with more than 2 million people ordered to evacuate from Florida all the way to North Carolina's Outer Banks, the message from authorities is clear.
If you're in a place mandatory, you just have to get out.
Dorian now menacing the Florida coast just over 100 miles offshore. Some still boarding up. We met Letty Glover as we headed further inland.
So right now,
high five, I just want to pay.
Like everybody else in this town.
But tonight, so many have already left their homes and businesses.
It's me.
We've now made it more inland, but just take a look. Even here, business after business is just boarded up. People are listening to those warnings. It's a ghost town.
Mandatory evacuation is now in place. Please collect your belongings, vacate, and seek shelter.
In Boynton Beach, police going door to door. Patients at hospitals and dozens of nursing homes are being moved inland. In South Carolina, all lanes of this highway are now leading away from the coast. Tonight, many in Charleston are still filling sandbags. Our Steve Olson's is there.
People are deciding to stay in many instances and are taking sandbags or locations all across town.
And tonight, about 8,000 troops standing by up and down the coast. Emergency vehicles in position.
So let's get to Gio with us live tonight as well from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And Gio, you were telling us a short time ago there are still people who are evacuating tonight.
So maybe if the police
Oh, absolutely, David. A lot of people are watching and waiting to see what this storm does, but it's not too late to leave. So if you do decide to evacuate, make sure you're taking your medications with you, and of course some important documents just in case.
David, but it's glad I'm glad that people are heeding the call. Gio, thank you. We will go back for another look at this storm track at the end of the broadcast tonight. But in the meantime, we're going to move on now to that horror on a scuba diving boat off the coast of Southern California. We have new reporting on this as well.
Driving from outside or
fire
no?
happened in the middle of the night.
You can go get me the other one.
Sleeping below deck, crew above deck jumping into the ocean.
Remember, it's the
Injured,
right straw has the
desperate
white on it.
calls for help here tonight. A massive
Not
search for
not
many who are still
no white
missing.
under the
Some bodies
shed.
have been recovered, and tonight we are learning that there were
The little-
at least
there he
3
is
groups
under
on
the
board
table.
celebrating birthdays. Here's ABC's Will Clark.
Tonight, a desperate search for survivors after a charter boat with 39 people on board exploded in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. So hold it up and I'll know when I
Roughly
see his
3:15
face.
in the morning with the boat on fire. All 34 passengers on board were sleeping below deck.
No, it's the other guy.
Says 5 crew
Definitely the
members
other guy.
jumped into the water about 20 yards from shore.
The crew was actually already awake and on the bridge, and they jumped off.
In distress calls, rescuers respond to dire warnings that passengers might be trapped in the burning boat.
Roger, are they locked inside this boat? Roger, can you get back on board and unlock the boat, unlock the door so they can get off?
Then, more explosions. Hellish flames too hot for firefighters to put out.
You'll get out.
The Gulf boat, we're not going to just with our pumps to put it out. Please objective into the provision.
Nearby boat swept in and rescued the crew. One injured man screams while being held. Another crew member limped along, escorted by the Coast Guard as he ignored questions about what happened. Emotional family members raced to the same center, not knowing if their loved ones were alive or dead. The owners of that rescue boat say the surviving crew members said they did everything they could to help the passengers.
The young man was sitting there across from me
Hey, Nick, take a little picture of him.
and he said that they had celebrated 3 birthdays that night.
The diving boat, the Conception, departed on Friday for a Labor Day weekend scuba trip. The company's website previously posted images of the boat and the bunk room where the passengers slept. Late today, the Coast Guard recovered 4 bodies next to Santa Cruz Island. Tonight, the Coast Guard is on the scene looking for survivors. You can also see there is a thick fog. You can barely make out the shore. That is hampering the search efforts tonight. David.
All right, Will Carr reporting in off the coast of Southern California. Will, thank you. There was another deadly mass shooting in America this holiday weekend, and tonight we have new developments just in 20 different crime scenes in Texas. A routine traffic stop turning into a miles-long rampage. Families huddling together against the gunfire. The police finally able to move in, taking the shooter down, and this evening we have learned the gunman had just been fired from his job. His boss called authorities to warn them. And it turns out the gunman also called the FBI minutes before the rampage. ABC's chief national correspondent Matt Kupman is in Odessa, Texas tonight.
Okay. You know what else I need now?
Are saying shortly before that rampage in Texas ended in a
Why?
slew of bullets and screams. That shooter, 36-year-old Salvatore, had just been fired from his trucking job. Attore and his employer then both calling 911. 15 minutes before unleashing violence, Attore also calling the FBI tip line.
Very incoherent call. Didn't make any threats.
He first fired on a state trooper who pulled him over for a traffic stop. Tonight, a neighbor also telling ABC News she too once called police on Attore for firing his gun. She said throughout the night you could hear it going pop, pop, pop. I called the cops, but they never came. Attore terrorized the Midland, Odessa area Saturday, shooting at more than 20 different locations, killing 7 people and wounding over 20, including 17-month-old Anderson Davis, now recovering after shrapnel was removed from her chest. He would ditch his sedan, hijacking a postal van, and killing mail carrier Mary Granados. Her twin Daisy racing to the scene.
Oh yeah, he's
I was
bad.
calling her name so she would answer me, but she wasn't answering me because she was already dead.
That shooter would continue driving, ramming that mail van into a police cruiser before being killed.
All right, Matt Kupman reporting in live tonight from Odessa, Texas. He's been there all weekend long, and Matt, the governor, revealing that the gunman had previously failed a gun purchase background check.
That's right, David. I've just learned from law enforcement sources that he failed that background check because he had been clinically diagnosed as being mentally ill. Now law enforcement turning to understanding how he obtained that AR-style weapon illegally. David.
A lot of questions, Matt. Thank you. President Trump monitoring the deadly mass shooting and this massive hurricane and making news with what he said about both. Our chief White House correspondent Jonathan Carl at the White House on the questions for the president after yet another mass shooting in America.
After the mass shootings last month in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio, the president vowed to improve background checks required to buy a gun.
There's a great appetite, and I mean a very strong appetite for a background check.
But after another mass shooting this weekend, the president has changed his tune.
Well, we're looking at a lot of different things. We're looking at a lot of different bills, ideas, concepts. It's been going on for a long while. Background checks, for the most part, as strong as you make your background checks, they would not have stopped any of it.
The president made those remarks Sunday shortly before he received a FEMA briefing on Hurricane Dorian. He marveled at the size of the hurricane.
I'm not sure that I've ever even heard of a Category 5. I knew it existed, and I've seen some Category 4s. You don't even see them that much, but the Category 5 is something that I don't know that I've ever even heard the term.
In fact, there have been several Category 5 hurricanes since he became president. He also misstated the storm's possible trajectory.
Alabama could even be in for at least some very strong winds and something like that. It could be. So for Alabama, just please be careful also.
Not long after that, the National Weather Service corrected the president, saying Alabama will not see any impacts from Dorian. The president, who canceled a trip to Poland in order to monitor the storm, spent much of today at his golf club in Virginia. CNN capturing these images of him playing golf.
We haven't heard anything from the president about the hurricane since that FEMA briefing yesterday, but White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham says that he has been getting updates every hour, all day long, presumably, David, including while he was playing golf.
John Carl with us on this Labor Day. John, saying there is so much more ahead of world news tonight, this Monday, the Labor Day parade scare in the East. The annual holiday event suddenly called off when explosives were found outside a home near the route. The governor had been expected to march in this parade. A little more on that. The West Point cadet candidate killed when a rock ledge gave way at a popular climbing spot. We knew of news coming in tonight about Kevin Hart, the actor and comedian, out of surgery now after a horrific car crash. Authorities revealed late today. A lot more news ahead on Monday night.
Yeah, that's great.
Welcome to our busy world, where we all want more energy, but with less carbon footprint. That's why at BP we're working to make energy that's cleaner and better. We're producing cleaner burning natural gas, and solar and wind power. And wherever your day takes you, we have advanced tools for a better commute. And we're developing ultra-fast charging technology for EVs. At BP we see possibilities everywhere, so we can all keep advancing.
Let's be honest, insurance can feel a little outdated with the paperwork and searching for ID cards. That's why eSurance makes it simple with an app. You're not stuck in the 90s. When insurance is simple, it's surprisingly painless.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis, little things can be a big deal. That's why your
run up the
injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats instantly. For psoriasis, 75% clearer skin is achievable with reduced redness, thickness, and scaling in the clothes. For psoriatic arthritis, Otezla is proven to reduce joint swelling, tenderness, and pain, and the Otezla prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. A respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medication if you're pregnant or planning to be.
Should I put them in my
Otezla, show more of you.
Yeah. Bro, go put him on that board.
That's Ensure Max Protein, the high protein with 1 gram sugar. It's a sit up and bend in the waist.
Keep it up. You'll get there. 30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. Ensure Max Protein.
There is news coming in tonight about actor and comedian Kevin Hart out of surgery now after a horrific car crash while in his classic car. Here's ABC's Adrian Bankert.
Tonight, Kevin Hart is recovering from major back surgery after surviving this horrific crash. For the first time, we're hearing from the 40-year-old comedian's wife. Police say his friend, 28-year-old Jared Black, was driving Hart's classic 1970 Plymouth Barracuda around 1 a.m. Sunday when it veered off the road and flipped down an embankment. TMZ posted this video moments after the crash.
Car went off right there.
Yeah, I really need
First responders cut the roof off the car to free Black and his fiancée, Rebecca Brocksterman, who were trapped inside. Authorities say Hart first left the scene and went to his home to get medical attention, but was soon hospitalized. David, both Hart and Black still remain in the hospital tonight. Brocksterman was not badly injured, and police say that alcohol was not a factor in this crash.
Adrian Banker tonight. Adrian, thank you. The scare, that Labor Day parade suddenly canceled because of explosives discovered, and the very close call, student pilot whose instructor fell unconscious, forcing the student to land the plane. You've never done that before. The Index is next.
This is your wake-up call. If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, month after month, the clock is ticking on irreversible joint damage. Ongoing pain and stiffness are signs of joint erosion. Humira can help stop the clock. Prescribed for 15 years, Humira targets and blocks a source of inflammation that contributes to joint pain and irreversible damage.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, colon infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Help stop the clock on further irreversible joint damage. Talk to your rheumatologist. Right here, right now. Humira.
That is, every insurance company hopes you drive safely. But Allstate actually helps you drive safely. With driving wise. It lets you know when you go too fast. And brake too hard. With feedback, it helps you drive safely. Giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
You don't get chemo anymore.
I had a heart problem. I was told to begin my aspirin regimen. I just didn't listen until I almost lost my life. My doctors again ordered me to take aspirin, and I do.
Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Listen to the doctor. Take it seriously.
The cells in your body work in harmony. Like you, they get hungry. Feed them with new Centrum multi-gummies, specially crafted for men and women 50 and over, so you're ready for anything. Centrum, feed your cells today. To the Index of other news tonight, the Labor Day parade canceled after homemade explosives were allegedly found near the route of the parade that the New Jersey governor was set to march in. Authorities say a half dozen devices were found near the start of the parade route in South Plainfield, New Jersey. The property owner, Thomas Kaiser, was taken into custody. He faces charges tonight. State officials say there was no direct threat to Governor Phil Murphy and his wife. The man's family tonight says they were homemade fireworks. The aspiring West Point cadet killed after a fall at a popular cliff diving site in the Catskills. Police say efforts to revive 20-year-old Benjamin Butler of Nebraska were unsuccessful after a rock ledge the combat veteran was climbing on gave way. And the student pilot tonight making an emergency landing when his flight instructor suddenly passed out while they were in the air. Trainee Max Sylvester was guided by air traffic controllers in Perth, Australia, safely landing that single-engine Cessna right there for the very first time after his instructor lost consciousness. The 29-year-old's wife and children were on the ground watching it all. The teacher hospitalized tonight. That student pilot says the studying paid off. I'll say. When we come back, we are tracking Hurricane Dorian just as millions begin this new work week, and the latest on that track in just a moment.
ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, sponsored by Publishers Clearinghouse.
I got some great news. You can win $1,000 a day for life. These are my friends from Publishers Clearinghouse. Hey, Todd, and they can make it happen. You can win $1,000 a day, day after day, for life.
They're probably dead.
We're ready to write your name down at PCH.com on October 25th. 1,000 a day for life. Come on, baby. You gotta be in it to win. So enter now. PCH.com.
Prevagen is the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Paul, you're the greatest neighbor. You help us find the best home improvement pros get quotes and research prices for our home projects.
That's not me. That's home advisor.
You can't expect your neighbors to do it all, so just ask home advisor. My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin. And Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is for people with type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or elevated ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine medication syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away. If you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain, serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Throughout the years, you get your best friend. Cosequin, because no other brand compares. Trust Cosequin. Too many people in pain settle for a restless night's sleep. There's a better choice. Aleve PM, the only one to combine a safe sleep aid and the 12-hour pain-relieving strength of Aleve that dares to last into the morning, so you feel refreshed. Aleve PM, there's a better choice.
Minimums of fees do not need a very foundation of your typical bank. Capital One is That's why we designed Capital One Cafe. You can get savings and checking accounts with no fees or minimums. And one of America's best savings rates. To top it off, you can open one from anywhere.
I want to see him in a couple minutes.
This isn't a typical bank. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Let me do it this way.
But I have one.
Yeah, but I don't care about the dead one.
No, it's like I'll do it.
Alright, well that's not good. That's not my mistake. And that's another good guy.
This is your gear on 826. That's the way on it.
Eric's gonna
Back out tonight, tracking Hurricane Dorian, the newest forecast. The track of the U.S. Rob Marciano also locked tonight. He's in Melbourne, Florida. Even a slight shift.
Yeah,
We'll
somebody's
see
taking
the
this one.
difference.
The three that are gonna leave on the house.
Sure, Dave, the next
They're
30 hours
okay.
are critical, really, for Florida. The track is mainly expected to be on the move tonight by tomorrow morning to Jupiter and West Palm Beach. You're going to be feeling winds of 50, 60, maybe 70 miles per hour. And then this time tomorrow night, Melbourne right here, we'll feel those sort of effects. And then Jacksonville shortly after that, very susceptible to surge, as is Savannah and Charleston to go into Thursday.
Right,
And then
now we gotta
towards
do the
Friday,
water for it.
potentially a landfall across North Carolina. But you're right, if that line, if that track goes to the west by 20 miles, we're talking about a highly destructive event the next week, really, the southeast can be back.
Week-long event. Thanks to you, Rob, and Ginger as well. Our whole team is going to. I'm giving you our first thing on GMA, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
But those are
When it
dead.
comes to healing, there's no place like home. That's why our team of nurses and clinicians comes to you instead, delivering award-winning care and peace of mind 24/7. Middlesex Health, the smarter choice for care at home.
Greco and Haynes, the water pump and well water companies remind you, whether your system is old and needs an upgrade, or is any age and just needs service, we're here. Greco and Haynes, the water pump and well water company. Water is our only business.
It's 7 o'clock. Do you know what your children are doing online? Kids can be targeted in a variety of ways, and that's why News 8 wants to help. For more information, go to WTNH.com.
Sponsored by your local Ford.
It's Boston's Labor Day event. Take an extra 20% off our lowest prices of the season on mattresses. We carry all the top brands. No one sells our Sealy Posturepedic for less. Sealy Clean Out.
Wash your hair, putting your whole bob and everything.
Boston is having a 2-for-1 Lazy Boy event. 2 chairs for 1 low price. This Lazy Boy Lazy Rocker recliner 2 for $699.99. Plus this great buy of upholstered furniture with free delivery at all Boston. Open early Labor Day 9 a.m.
12 teammates. 18 of the most celebrated Jeopardy players have been invited back to play again. But this time, as members
This is the deciding hearing for